Hi, thank
Hi.
you very much.
You may get caller of the year if I'm reading this right. I, so I
Really?
got to tell. Well, I don't know anything more. I don't know anything more. I may be wrong, but here's what it says on my screen. So I get a screen. When Albie talks to
Okay.
you guys. Hey, Kelly wants to talk about this, and he'll put a few words up there.
Yeah.
I can't even get the words out. I love this so much. It says Kelly, Kelly wants to stop trying to control her husband. Did you really? Is that what you did? You say that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
And it's the truth. Yeah.
Will you start
Yeah.
having seminar? We hold seminars. like,
Oh, I know. I know. I
teach
know. I'm asking
teach
for the
people
world.
to do
Yeah.
this. Okay, that's
I
awesome. You got
know.
to tell me
It's
why,
pretty
what,
sad. Yeah.
how did, because you know what? 99%
Yeah.
of the time, you ask any psychologist,
Yeah.
99%, I don't know, it was some big percentage of the time, somebody walks in, say, hi, how can I help you? Well, fix him or fix her or fix somebody
Oh,
else. But you're
right.
saying, I've got an issue. So that's why you get caller of the year. You're taking
Yeah.
responsibility. It sounds like.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
hey, thank you. I, I, I have come quite a ways, but it really hasn't hit the bull. I haven't hit the bullseye yet with this, and in
You're
terms
well on
of
your way. I mean, if
resolving
you're
it.
controlling, I
Well,
mean,
thank you.
you might be
I
over
am.
interpreting
Yeah.
just giving input and seeing yourself as controlling when
Oh,
you're not.
oh, that is intriguing. That could be it.
Well, give me
I
an
guess when
example.
I give you the examples, you'll have to. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, tell
I'm
me if
kind
this
of
is too
scared.
much. I.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
I know you probably should be. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep it real here. I try to control my husband by monitoring what he eats, drinks. Yeah, that does sound scary coming out. And
Good.
I want to make sure he's 8 years old. In fairness, he's 8 years older than me, and I'm 55. So I do try to. I monitor what he puts into his body and how he
Wait a
treats
minute.
himself, so that
Is
I
he
can sort.
ill?
Go ahead.
Is he
No,
ill?
no, that's the
Is
insanity.
he in
No,
ICU? I mean, we
no,
do monitor these things when people are
no.
hooked up to machines and stuff. That's
Yeah, I know. That's where I think the hiccup in my
you're
brain
the
goes. As
machine.
I, I
Okay.
guess I am. I would be a great caretaker, I suppose. Yeah,
You're an
I don't know
ICU
why
unit.
I am. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
I am my own
So
personal nightmare. Yeah,
what does this drive the poor man nuts or what? Or does he not
yeah,
care?
probably. I take away his free will, and it's. I'm sure
Well,
I do,
actually you
and
don't.
it
Actually
hurts
you
me
don't.
that I'm
Actually
hurting
you
him.
don't. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
Okay.
No, you don't. You tried to. Now he may
I tried
surrender
to.
it to you. Say, okay, I give white flag,
Yeah.
control me, do make all
Yeah.
my decisions. He may
Yeah.
give it to you, but nobody takes away our free will. Ultimately, I mean, unless of
Okay.
course by force or something, if you
Yeah.
have a gun. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what does he do?
Yeah.
Does
That's
he
true.
say? Does he say?
He's he's pretty compliant, but I feel that
I
I am
bet.
robbing him of his own. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All
sad
right.
for me, and I'm sure it's I care about him,
So
but I care too much, and
no, you don't care too much. You just no. We can't
yeah.
care too much. There's no such thing.
Oh, okay.
No such thing.
Thanks.
We
I
can
just
care.
I feel bad
We can
about it. Yeah.
care. We can exhibit our care in ways that are not
Hmm.
helpful, but you can't love too much.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank
Okay.
you. That's
So,
comforting.
what's your
Okay.
question? Besides, where do you
How
pick
do
up
I
your
stop?
trophy for being caller of the year?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good thing. Thank you for that.
So,
I guess I
what's
just
your
would like to know
question?
what to do. Well, what do I do in place of that space between me telling him, "Hey, can you get 6 hours of sleep every night? Can you go back to bed?" and him saying, "No, I don't want to." How do
He
I
says
control the
that.
anxiety that feels?
He says that.
Yeah, yeah, in a sense, he eventually does say, "No, I'm going
Way
to
to
do what I want to
go.
do." Not, yeah,
Way to
I know.
go.
It's probably very healthy of him, but I don't know. Yeah, I
I
guess I'm
pretty
torn.
much.
I'm on his side, but I'm not.
Okay. So, what do you do? All right. Well, here.
Yeah.
How about this? Uh, Well, what does the anxiety do? Tell me what it does. So husband
It
says,
just,
last time I checked, I'm 18 years old. I left home. You're not my
yeah,
mother. I'll figure out if I'm tired or not. When he says
yeah.
that, then what happens inside of you?
I I feel super unsafe, and I feel scared that something's going to happen to him, and I'm going to be left
Hmm.
alone. And that's where my
Okay.
mind goes. It's a
All
real
right.
sad, scary place for me.
Okay. So that's a great awareness. Um, do you have a history when you grew up? Was there a chaotic, undependable home or parent or situation where you
A
learned
little
I
bit.
better be vigilant or these people, or I'm gonna be alone, or I'm gonna be without, or something like that?
Not specifically that, not real pronounced like that, but it was, a series of losses of siblings at a young age where,
Oh,
I lost my brother at 40, not young, but 42. I mean, it's like this, I know everybody's got their tragedies,
no,
and
I
mine
mean
was
I
just
mean in
probably,
I mean in early. A lot of times you see this kind of hypervigilant kind of fear. They have to control everything because
yeah.
they had like a bipolar parent who was
Yeah, I did
like
have,
out of control,
I did have a vibe.
or an alcoholic,
Yeah,
who would collapse and not
yeah.
take care of things, or somebody irresponsible. You had a what?
My mother was bipolar, and so,
Oh,
but I come from a huge family, so there were a lot of siblings, and my dad was the stable one, but my mom was not.
okay,
So, I mean, it wasn't anything where I had to pick up the pieces, but emotionally, I didn't have anybody that was really,
okay.
in my
Stable,
corner at all times.
stable. Okay.
Right, right. Except my
All right.
dad.
So
Yeah, yeah. But he was
have you ever
stupid.
worked on that? Have you ever looked into how
Oh,
maybe some of those or other, it could be other things as well, but something is triggering
uh-huh.
this anxiety. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so here's what I would, have you ever been in any kind of therapy to try to resolve this
Yes.
anxiety problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 20 years. I'm
Well,
30 years sober. I've done the whole CR, I've even been on medication at one point
wait a
and
minute,
for
wait a
many
minute.
years
30
myself.
years,
And
you said 30 years sober?
yeah, I mean, I've gone through the recovery process of, working the 12 steps and the CR program. I'm a church I've done everything. And I'm almost there, but I'm not there. And I
Well,
just
are you,
really want to
when you
nail
say
this.
I've done, are you not in any kind of process like that now?
Well, since COVID, I've sort of stepped back a little
Okay.
bit, and
All right. So
I
I
don't have the
want you,
fellowship that I did.
however you get back into it, it could be online or whatever, but here's what I would suggest. I want you to see this as, no, I'm not trying to diagnose you or anything because I don't know enough, but let's
Sure.
just call it an anxiety problem, not a husband problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So once we
Okay.
name it as an anxiety problem, because
Uh-huh.
if he weren't there, you would probably have the same thing about something else. It'd be like the
Oh,
town
yeah.
water
I
supply is going
wonder.
to disappear, or something's going to happen,
Right.
and I'm going to be alone. Okay,
Huh.
so right now it's based in your attachments, and that may have something to do, obviously, with your attachment history. But what I would want you to do is when he says no, okay, the first thing I want you to do
Mhm.
is I would want you to write down, okay, these are all of
Mhm.
the ways that I see myself trying to trespass into his space, because this is a
Okay.
trespass. This is a stepping over the
Yes,
fence.
it is.
Father,
Yes.
forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who
Oh,
trespass against us. So this
oh,
is
yeah.
a stepping over into his brain and his yard. So I want you
Yes.
to list all of the ways that you think you do it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Number two, unless this
Okay.
would cause some big conflict you don't want to have, I would go to him and say, I've been thinking about something. I think that I I think I crawl into your brain too much. I think I try to control things that I ought to, you're an adult. You can figure out when you're tired and when you're not. And so here's all the ways that I think that I try to control you. Okay. I want you to check off the ones that you agree with. And if there's any on there you don't agree with, tell me and I'll keep doing that. But also, are there any that I've left out? And I want you to be in a dialogue with him. What feels controlling to him and what doesn't? Because sometimes you can overinterpret stuff, right? And so make it relational in that way. I'm saying that for 2 or 3 reasons, because it brings it into the context of attachment where you guys can help each other with this, because that's part of your fear is abandonment if you don't do it. So now we're going to bring it into the relationship. Hi, I can still love you and you not do these things. See, we're still know he's going to be okay. And then when he says no, and you see yourself doing these things, that's when I want you to back off. Okay. And I want you to say, okay, this is an anxiety problem. It's not a husband problem. Okay. And what I've got to do is I've got to sit here and experience the anxiety of not doing not doing the fear avoidant behavior. That's the way anxiety trains are broken. Okay, it's like, I'm afraid of the airplane. Okay, I back off from the airplane. What happens? My fear goes down. I just reinforced my fear. So you feel fear if he doesn't sleep, he's going to die. So what do? You go try to control him. That cures your fear. So now you've reinforced it.
Right.
So now what I want you to do is sit with the anxiety and learn, wow, excuse me, I have something like that. Wow, I didn't tell the man how much to sleep and he woke up another day. And then your brain begins to learn, I guess I don't have to do this. But see, this is a habit pattern that your brain has. Okay. And then the other thing is, I want you to take it into the context of whatever your healing environments are and try to process, some other ways of dealing with this. And then I'm going to do one more thing. Do you know about our anxiety seminar that we have here?
I heard about it. Did I miss it? I probably missed it.
You missed it, but Albie, I'm going to ask Albie to get your information and I'm going to gift it to you. I have a 2-hour, how to overcome anxiety event. And I want you to watch it and I want you to apply it to this as that this is an anxiety problem. It's causing relational problems, but it's not a husband problem. It's the anxiety, this anxiety behavior compulsion that keeps you from feeling that abandonment fear. Okay. And I want you to take a look at that. All right. And you still get your trophy. You still get your trophy for being caller of the year.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I am really rocking that award. Yeah.
You're rocking it. Thank you, Kelly, for your call. I'm gonna go talk to some other folks. You too. So guys, look at this. Look at our theme here. We got separateness, feeling abandoned, and now we've got controlling of separateness in call number 2, the controlling of that separateness in order to keep from feeling abandonment. Seems like we have a little theme here of separateness causing fear and how we deal with that fear. And sounds like hubby. Now, how old did she say? She's 55, so he's 63. And it sounds like the way she said it, he's not in any health problems or danger or anything. And he said 63 years of experience of going to bed and waking up every day and knowing how much sleep he gets and what he eats and all this kind of stuff. And sounds like it's time for the man to be an adult and not have his mother monitoring his food and monitoring his sleep That's what we do with little bitty kids, right? For a moment in time. And then they should be doing that on their own. I would say 63 is probably old enough. Yeah, that's a good number.